Folks, welcome to Francis Marion University and the University Center for today's women's basketball action. This is the Peach Belt Conference finish for both the visiting UNC Pembroke Braves and the Francis Marion University Patriots. Both teams kind of struggling throughout the season, looking to finish things off on a solid note. FMU at a 1-11, 1-10 in Peach Belt play. The Pembroke Braves 3-11, 2-10 in Peach Belt play. But Pembroke is coming off some nice momentum, having just knocked off Augusta University earlier last week. For the Patriots, still one of the top teams as far as free throw shooting is concerned, and for UNCP, not far behind them. First, we should talk about the lineups here. Let's make sure to get you all the starting lineups. This is for the Pembroke Braves. Starting for the Braves, number 3, Kelsey Adams. She's a guard freshman, 5'8", from Fort Mills, South Carolina. Number 4, Courtney Smith. She's a guard, a sophomore, 5'6", from Jonesboro, Georgia. Alcina Purnell, number 12. She's a guard, sophomore, 5'8", from Wake Forest, North Carolina. Tiara Williams, number 23. She's a guard. She is a senior, so she is in her last match as a Brave in the brown and yellow. She's a 5'7" player from Deep Creek, Virginia. And then number 34, Gabby Smith. She's a forward, a redshirt sophomore from Charlotte, North Carolina. The head coach is John Haskins in his 17th season, assisted by Kendra Samuels-Eaton. Assistant coach is Donald Bohannon. Now, of course, we've got to introduce the Francis Marion Patriots. Starting, number 3, Jasmine May. She's a guard, junior, 5'8", from Sanford, North Carolina. Number 13, Anaya Oliver. She's a guard, freshman, 5'5", from Goose Creek, South Carolina. Number 20, Jasmine Stanley, a forward. She's a sophomore, 6'1", from Myrtle Beach. 21, Scarlett Gilmore. She's a guard, sophomore, 5'7", from Rock Hill, South Carolina. And Lauren Taylor is number 32, the forward freshman, 6 foot tall forward from Blythewood, South Carolina. The head coach is Jerry Porter in her 6th season, assisted by Jonette Walker in her 3rd season. She actually had a stint earlier in her career for Jerry Porter, so she has returned to the Patriots. And also assisting is Victoria Dye. Victoria Dye is actually a Francis Marion graduate. She graduated in 2017. So like we mentioned before, both teams dealing with their share of struggles. And the all-time season series, Francis Marion leads by a whopping 50-26 mark. And the Patriots actually knocked off Pembroke at Pembroke on February 17th earlier this season. That's the Patriots' lone victory of the season. So UNC Pembroke is looking to avenge that loss with a visit today. And the last UNCP win against the Patriots was actually about a year ago. So we're just about ready to get things started for this Peach Belt Conference tilt. Again, the last game of the season for both Francis Marion and for UNC Pembroke. UNC Pembroke is waiting out on the floor, and it looks like we're going to see number 34, Gabby Smith, on the tip. And for the Patriots, not much doubt there, Jasmine Stanley taking the tip, as she has most of the season. So we're about ready to get underway. This is UNCP visiting Francis Marion in women's basketball Peach Belt action. The tip is won by the Patriots, and Anaya Oliver starts things off, leading things up in the half-court offense for the Patriots. Kick it over to Taylor for a quick 3 attempt. That ball is hard off the iron, and here comes the Braves on the run. And for the Braves, just barely in and out is Alcina Purnell. She drove end-to-end and nearly knocked it down. Instead, that ball hit hard off the iron. Rebound to the Patriots. Taylor fakes another 3-point shot for the Pats. Now Gilmore, who was hot the other day, starts off her hot day. All three of those, 3 points for Scarlett Gilmore to start things off for the Patriots. Patriots have a 3-2 lead. It's a 3-0 lead, pardon me. Here comes a driving Pembroke, and Tiara Williams decides to put on the brakes, but back underneath is number 3, Kelsey Adams. Another rebound for Pembroke to no avail. Now the Patriots get to reset, and I think there was a basket by UNCP, so pardon me, that ball did not go off the rim for number 12, Alcina Purnell. She was actually true on her drive to the rim. So we've got a foul right now. That's going to be a foul against Alcina Purnell, her first, and that's the first foul of this game, but it is a shooting foul, so Scarlett Gilmore goes to the line. Scarlett Gilmore was super duper hot for about a 2-minute stretch of the last matchup they had against Flagler. She knocked down 3 3-pointers in 3 consecutive shots over the course of about a minute and a half. That tacked on to what was already her career high in scoring. So for her, she set her career high in that game against Flagler with, I believe, 26 points. Pembroke comes back after a one make and one miss from Scarlett Gilmore. Driving down to the hole is Alcina Purnell. She kicks it back out. Now back inside. Boy, there's a scrum going for the ball. No call. And Gilmore takes over. Gilmore pulls out after considering heading to the elbow and driving. Gilmore for a 3-point shot. Why not? 3 more of those. Fantastic stroke by Scarlett Gilmore. She picks up where she left off against Flagler. 2 quick 3-pointers here early on in the first quarter against UNC Pembroke. Pembroke's got the ball. They're going to try for a 3-pointer of their own to no avail. Tiara Williams off the iron. Anaya Oliver to bring the ball back. Gilmore's feeling it. She gives it a look, but she's getting good defense from Alcina Purnell, so she can't quite knock down that next 3-pointer. You know she can sniff it right now because, boy, is she ever hot from the 3-point arc. Taylor around to Stanley. Stanley with the miss. Here comes Pembroke and Tiara Williams. Tiara Williams gets blocked. Nice block by Lauren Taylor. Lauren Taylor does a great job on the block without causing the foul. That block goes out of bounds, though. Possession to UNC Pembroke. Pembroke with the ball. Pembroke to inbound. Nice safe inbound to number 12, Alcina Purnell. Purnell's content here to stand between the circles, dribble up a little bit, and watch her half-court offense of the Braves set up and take over. Down underneath to 34, Gabby Smith. Gabby Smith is going to muscle her way underneath. That's muscle versus muscle. Gabby Smith versus Lauren Taylor. Both players really, really working off of each other. That's going to be a battle that we have to watch throughout the game. Both players take a physical approach underneath the rim, so they will clearly be matched up against each other for most of this game. Ball out of bounds against the Patriots, so possession is going, that'll be out of bounds against Pembroke. So for Francis Marion, inbound from Anaya Oliver. Nice job to inbound to Gilmore, but the reach-in against number 4, Courtney Smith, that's a reach-in foul, so that's going to be that'll be Pembroke's second foul. That foul was on the floor, so no shots there. Pembroke will try to inbound again. Or the Patriots will inbound again. Pardon me. There's Anaya Oliver still to try to inbound. She's having a hard time finding a player to bring it into. She does kick it out to Lauren Taylor. Gilmore with a dribble crossover across to Jasmine Stanley. Jasmine Stanley is going to put her shoulder down and muscle her way down underneath. That's going to draw the foul from Tiara Williams. So for Tiara Williams, that's another foul against her. That should be her second foul. And boy, foul trouble for the starter, Tiara Williams. That can only spell trouble for the Braves with her off the floor. Nice leaping save by Jasmine Stanley to corral the ball and then send it out to her teammate before going out of bounds. Nice job by her on the rebound. Gilmore drives, kicks it back out to Oliver. Oliver with the rim out from the arc. Nice work on the rebound from Gilmore. Lots of scrambling work here. Neither team can seem to get the possession handled in a way as to get a good quality look on the rim. So now Pembroke is going to reset. Pembroke's Naomi Oliver now on the floor. Back to Alicina Purnell. Purnell out to Gilbert. And now there's that strong matchup underneath. Gabby Smith matching up against Lauren Taylor. Shot clock down to 2, and the steal for the Patriots. Pembroke was running out of time, and I think they rushed their possession at the end. Good defense by the Patriots on that one. A missed shot by May, and Pembroke quickly regathers with the possession. Between the arcs, between the circles, Alcina Purnell. She's going to try to figure something out. She gets a little bit of a pick from number 34, Gabby Smith. That doesn't quite free up the space, and we're going to get a shoulder shove from Tiara Williams, and Tiara Williams quickly with her third foul of the game. We're not even 5 minutes in, and I don't think we're going to see Tiara Williams for a while. 3 quick fouls. That one, she was trying to create some space. She put her elbow up and definitely shoved off the Patriot defender. Good call by the official, though that's her third foul now of the game. So the Patriots take over. Number 13 for the Patriots, Anaya Oliver, is going to dribble. Gets a little bit of screen action from Lauren Taylor to no avail. Lauren Taylor down underneath. She pivots. She turns off the glass, down through the netting. Nice job by Lauren Taylor. She knocks it down. 2 points for her. Now for the Braves, number 10, Aaliyah Bell out on the floor. She gets crossed up there with some good defense from the Patriots. Patriots really doubled down on her and prevented her from making a good quality pass. Instead, Oliver picks up the dribble, takes a mid-range shot about from the elbow to no avail. Rebound to the Braves. For the Braves, number 12, Alcina Purnell. Clearly, the offense runs through Purnell. She starts with the ball, but then she kicks it over. An errant shot by Naomi Gilbert. And back come the Patriots. This is number 30, Raven Medeiros. Medeiros to Gilmore. Oh, in and out. Nice stroke by Gilmore, but not quite enough to get that ball to go down. Back comes the Braves. Nice work on the dribble drive from Aliyah Bell. She kicks that ball out to number 21, Jaden Gladden. Gladden, instead of following her rebound, she turns her shoulders in disgust, but she needs to be a better teammate there and follow the rebound on that one, at least help her team. She can't let her team down by turning her back on the play. She was wide open. Hey, we all missed those three-pointers, but, attitude matters, and that's not the right approach. And this is the media timeout. When we come back, a couple of new entries for the Patriots. Both Simmons and Stanley will be returning to the court. This is the FMU Patriots Network.
The Swamp Fox Club is the fundraising arm of the Francis Marion University Athletic Department, and it supplies assistance to all 14 intercollegiate sports. On behalf of the student athletes at Francis Marion, I would like to thank all those who are members of the Swamp Fox Club for their support.
Thank you.
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 Back at the University Center, the Patriots hold a 9-4 lead at the first media timeout. It's 3:47 to go. Free throws for Lauren Taylor. She just misses the first. Boy, that sure looked like it was going to go down, but instead she'll have a chance at her second. 5 fouls already against UNCP, so the Patriots are in the bonus here with 3:47 to go. Great rebound by Simmons, and that's why you stick around for a missed shot. In the case of Lauren Taylor, she stuck around, helped out Simmons. She was available. She knocks down the easy lay-in. Nice job by FMU sticking with it and taking the 11-4 lead. Down underneath, and then kick it back out for Pembroke. Kind of an errant shot by Naomi Gilbert. Patriots do secure the rebound, and I got to give credit to Simmons. Simmons comes in with a lot of energy, a couple of rebounds already, and then the mid-range shot for Raven Medeiros. Nice job by Medeiros to knock one down. She just took one look at the rim and said, hey, I'm going to make that shot. And we're going to get a timeout from UNCP. FMU's looking really solid right now at 13-4 with this timeout. And we'd like to remind you that fans are reminded that masks are to be worn at all FMU sporting events, both inside and outside. Please be conscious about social distancing, and please sit in the seats that are marked as available. In other sports action and update here, Francis Marion University women's soccer gets a fantastic 3-1 victory over Georgia College earlier today. So the rain subsided and they were able to sneak that soccer game in, and nice job by Coach Parker and her women's soccer squad to pull off the 3-1 victory over Georgia College. Congrats to women's soccer. Back here in the UC, UNC Pembroke, after the timeout, has possession of the ball. A nice near steal by Raven Medeiros. The defense is looking very, very good for Francis Marion so far, except the drive there. Great drive by number 10, Aaliyah Bell. And at only 5 foot tall, she sure has command of the floor, even at her diminutive height. She drives the lane. She gets fouled. She's going to get 2 free throw strokes here as a result.
Number 10, Aaliyah Bell.
Bell knocks down the first, and it's been a while since UNCP has scored, so that's certainly a relief to John Haskins, the coach of UNCP. And Aaliyah Bell gets another stroke. She knocks him down, so she's 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Good on her. Simmons drives the ball up with the possession for the Patriots. Simmons over to number 33, Brianna White. Kick it over to Medeiros. Medeiros is going to throw one up hard off the rim, and a very, very short, maybe an ill-advised shot by her. Pembroke takes over. Now driving the lane is number 4, Courtney Smith. Courtney Smith gets stifled, and we're going to get a foul, another push-off foul. Oh, we're going to call, the call is a illegal dribble by the Braves, so the Patriots will immediately take over, and here comes number 11, Taylor Simmons. Taylor Simmons immediately came in and had an impact on this game. 2 key rebounds, including 1 offensive rebound off of a missed free throw. A pass from her right to Lauren Taylor resulted in a bucket. And speaking of buckets, how about another deep mid-range shot from Medeiros. Medeiros knocks down the 2-pointer. Nice job by her. 15-6 Patriots. Now driving, Naomi Gilbert. Gilbert has to kick it back. She kicks it to Kelsey Adams. Adams out to 10, Aaliyah Bell. Aaliyah Bell's content to slow things down a little bit. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Aaliyah Bell is pivoting. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Nice defense by the Patriots. No glass. That's an immediate illegal use of the clock and a shot clock violation. So the Patriots are going to take over. Great defense by the Patriots. They really prevented Aaliyah Bell from doing the business that she wanted to do. Once she passed it, it was too late for a whole lot of anything to be done by the Braves. Nice defense by the Patriots here early on as we're close to wrapping up the first quarter. Medeiros with the behind-the-back dribble. Nice job by her to keep control of the ball. The Braves are doing a much better job of defending Scarlett Gilmore, who has been hot from three-point arc from late. So they're definitely playing up on her. So by playing up on her, they leave Brianna White open. All 3 of those for 33. Brianna White with the tray. Nice job by Brianna White. 18-6 Patriots. We are under a minute to go in the quarter. Oh, good work. Working that ball in to Gabby Smith. Nice pass by Alcina Purnell to get that ball down to Gabby Smith. Gabby Smith works toward the rim, and it's going to be a foul against the Patriots, number 21, Scarlett Gilmore. And that's not a matchup the Patriots want. Gilmore against Gabby Smith. Gabby Smith has the physical strength necessary to overwhelm Gilmore if that's the matchup. Gabby Smith knocks down the first of 2 free throws. Smith will have a chance at the second. She knocks that one down. The Braves have not missed from the free throw line today. Simmons slowly brings the ball up. She's between the circles. She's content to slow things down. She's directing a little bit of traffic. Kick it over to Brianna White. Brianna White turns and shoots. She gets the deep 2, knocks it down. So the Patriots are really, really feeling it in this quarter. They've made quite a few of their shots. They're hitting from a great percentage so far today. For the Patriots, 8 of 18 from the floor so far, 3 of 9 from 3. But Brianna White with a offending foul against number 4, Courtney Smith. Courtney Smith's going to go to the line, and the Patriots were strong early defensively without getting into any foul trouble, but now they have accumulated 3 fouls. Courtney Smith with her first free throw here. Smith makes that one. Now 5 for 5 from the line is the Braves. Courtney Smith with her second. 2 UNC Pembroke defenders back on the other end of the court to prevent the fast break from the Patriots. And number 4, Courtney Smith, good on both of hers. So 6 of 6 from the line so far for the Braves with only 16 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Simmons is content to work the clock, and they're working for that last stroke and that last shot attempt with a 20-10 lead. I think that's the right way to go. Medeiros with a little shake and bake. Kick it to Simmons. 1 second to go. Nice shot by Gilmore, but I think we kind of rushed that shot, and Simmons didn't give enough time to get that ball into the hands of Gilmore for a really clean shot. So after 1, the Patriots lead 20-10. We'll be back in a moment. This is the FMU Patriot Network.
The Swamp Fox Club is a fundraising arm of the Francis Marion University Athletic Department, and it supplies assistance to all 14 intercollegiate sports. On behalf of the student athletes at Francis Marion, I would like to thank all those who are members of the Swamp Fox Club for their support.
Thank you.
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 Welcome back to Francis Marion University. After 1 quarter, it's the Patriots doubling up the Braves at 20-10. Field goal percentage is the name of the game for the Patriots. After 1 quarter, the Patriots shot 8 for 19 from the field to Pembroke's 2 for 11. Field goal percentage for the Patriots, 42% to the Braves 18. So it's no wonder that it's a 20-10 lead for the Patriots. Pembroke starts things out to begin the second quarter. The ball's up at the top with Courtney Smith. She kicks it over to number 1 Naomi Gilbert. Gilbert to Courtney Smith. Courtney Smith's working away underneath. Nice steal underneath. Really causing problems was Lauren Taylor. Scarlett Gilmore takes over with the possession, and she brings up the ball. Gilmore over to Simmons. Simmons is directing traffic out there. The freshman for the Patriots, freshman guard. Scarlett Gilmore gives the three-point shot a look, but then she decides against it. Slip it underneath by Simmons. Simmons tries to slip it underneath to Lauren Taylor, but that ball gets stolen away. Then Lauren Stanley with the steal. Nice job by Stanley. Stanley goes to the rim, and fantastic job by the Patriots just to stick with it and stick with the ball handler for UNCP. UNCP fell asleep just a little bit. There's the steal, slip it underneath to Stanley. Stanley makes no mistakes on that one. 2 points. It's the first 2 points of the second quarter. Back to work is Gabby Smith. Gabby Smith working against Lauren Taylor. What a matchup that's going to be, and has already been so far. Gabby Smith knocks down the lay-in around the defending Lauren Taylor. Lauren Taylor on the floor. So here comes the Pembroke Braves. They've got numbers. Patriots do a good job of getting back. They're putting pressure on number 1, Naomi Gilbert. Gilbert tries to take it on her own. A lot of physical work by Gabby Smith. Nice job by her. She kicks it out. Kelsey Adams thinks about the shot, instead drives the lane. Kelsey Adams can't knock that down. Rebound, Lauren Taylor. Patriots are going to slow things down a little bit. Anaya Oliver at the point. Raven Medeiros is waiting to get into the game, so we'll see her at the next whistle. Little mid-range shot that just goes in and out. It looked like it was going to be a quality shot, but it didn't quite make it for Anaya Oliver. Rebound to the Pembroke Braves. Now more work from number 12, Alcina Purnell. Rebound to the Patriots eventually. Boy, what a matchup, Gabby Smith, Lauren Taylor. I know I've said it several times already. That's an exciting one and an entertaining one to watch. Two players that are definitely very, very physical under the rim. Lauren Stanley with the rebound. Can't quite knock down the two-point shot. Instead, there's going to be a foul. The foul is going to be against number 1, Naomi Gilbert. So the Patriots will take possession here. That penalty was on the floor, so inbound for the Patriots. That's Anaya Oliver that's going to bring it in. Anaya Oliver looking for somebody to open up. There's Sims. Sims on the move. Very much the Energizer Bunny of sorts. She loses her footing, but is smart enough to recognize a teammate, kicks it over to Taylor, and what was looking like a possession that would go bad, the kick over to Lauren Taylor, all three of those, she knocks down the three-pointer. FMU leads 25-12. More work from Pembroke. Pembroke continues to try to drive that ball down underneath. They work it a little bit around the perimeter, and then they try to slip it underneath to Gabby Smith. They do so successfully. And that foul is going to be on the floor against number 32, Lauren Taylor. Pardon me. The motion I saw from the official made me think that ball was on the floor, but instead it certainly was a shooting foul. So we're going to see Gabby Smith take more free throws. And it's interesting to note, Pembroke was unblemished from the free throw line and continue to be unblemished from the free throw line. They are a perfect 7 for 7 so far with 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. Gabby Smith knocks down her second of 2 free throws. Pembroke's now 8 for 8 from the charity stripe. 25-14 Patriots. Patriots are content to slip that ball underneath. Great job on the pass down to Lauren Taylor, who knocks down the two-pointer. Good job by her. Aaliyah Bell handles the ball, and she handles it very, very strongly. And I know I've mentioned her diminutive height. She plays much taller than her height, listed at 5 foot even, but she handles that ball with strength and with height, with all the due respect that she deserves. She's a great ball handler. Nice job by number 10, Aaliyah Bell. Long three-point attempt from Simmons. Probably not the best idea in the world there. She misses by a good 1.5 feet, 2 feet. So the result is a missed shot. And Manning, with the rebound, decides that she's going to keep running. She doesn't want to lose her balance. She makes her way nearly halfway up the bleachers with the momentum of she running down underneath the rim. But that is going to be a foul against the Patriots. So we'll get the inbound from UNC Pembroke. Handling the ball is going to be Kelsey Adams to kick that ball in. She's going to try to get that ball into Aaliyah Bell. Aaliyah Bell smartly takes it from before the timeline with plenty of room to catch that ball and then bring the ball up. She has picked up her dribble, and now, oh my goodness, I think a travel was missed against Tiara Williams, but instead Pembroke continues to possess the ball. 10 seconds left on the clock. Down to Gabby Smith. Gabby Smith works the rim. This time good defense and good no-foul defense from Jasmine Stanley. Patriots take over. Manning with the mid-range shot. Manning grabs her own rebound. Manning grabs another miss of her own rebound. So 2 offensive rebounds, but 2 missed shots by Manning. Now Pembroke has the ball. Now that's going to be a foul against number 10, Camille Manning. Camille Manning was running down the court, but she got her feet tied up with Aaliyah Bell, and the result is a foul. Aaliyah Bell tumbles to the floor. Definitely the right call on that one. in the heat of action, those feet got tied up, but that's always going to be technically, that is going to be a foul against Camille Manning every time. Inbound from Kelsey Adams. No problem getting the ball in off the screen. And Kelsey Adams wide open, but air ball by her. That was a perfect set play. The only problem was she didn't make it to the rim on that three-point stroke. So the Patriots take over, kick the ball out to Oliver. Oliver to Manning. Manning takes the stroke. A little bit of a miss by Manning. Nice rebound by Jasmine Stanley. And another miss, unfortunately a miss by Abigail Bullock. The Braves take over. Skip pass across the court. Nice job on the skip pass all the way across to Alcina Purnell, but Purnell can't make the shot. So we've had a cold couple of minutes here from the field with Anaya Oliver taking over the point guard duties. Slip it inside to Jasmine Stanley. Stanley with the right hand knocks down the lay-in. Nice job by Jasmine Stanley to knock that one down. Good work by her, and the Braves take over. Another air ball by the Braves. That's Tiara Williams. She's probably not too happy about that one. She had a wide open shot from the elbow, and she missed the rim. So when we come back, the Patriots have a 29-14 lead, 4:29 left in the second quarter. And welcome back to Francis Marion University. We are in the second quarter. Patriots have a 29-14 lead over Pembroke. Pembroke continues to be ice cold from the floor, shooting 3 for 21 from the field, 0 for 5 from the three-point line. About the only thing that's going well for Pembroke are their free throw shots. They are a clean 8 for 8 from the charity stripe. So Francis Marion is going to take over here with 4:29 to go in the second quarter. And here comes Anaya Oliver at the point. Oliver kicked to Bullock. Bullock works that ball back to the middle of the court, and now back to the center of the court is White. White works it down to Lauren Taylor, and we got an illegal handle of sorts. I didn't see the motion from the officials, but it looks as though it's a turnover, a ball handling error of sorts against the Patriots. Pembroke and the Braves take over, driving the lane. Wide open spaces for Naomi Gilbert. She finally gets some free space underneath. That's the first uncontested lay-in we've seen from Pembroke underneath. We've had several lay-ins by Gabby Smith, but those were contested very strongly. Naomi Gilbert instead drives the lane wide open. She knocks it down. Good defense by Pembroke. Pembroke has really regathered their defense. I see a sharper defense out on the floor right now by them. And we're going to get a foul against the Patriots. That's Abigail Bullock. She drives in, and that is an offensive foul against Abigail Bullock. Good defense there by the Braves. And number 10, Aaliyah Bell takes over. Back to Naomi Gilbert. Back to Adams. Adams underneath to number 32, Diamond Frederick. Frederick can't quite make that shot. The Patriots take over. Anaya Oliver dribbles. Bullock with the ball. Bullock's going to try to drive again. Instead, she's going to try to sneak it in. Nice denial by number 4 for the Braves. Courtney Smith denies the pass underneath to White. Now, that's a great strategy, because if White gets that ball underneath, it's a physical mismatch between she and Courtney Smith. So rather than settle for that matchup, Courtney Smith instead reaches around and is able to get that ball away. Nice passing by the Patriots. They work the ball over to Brianna White. Brianna White kicks it over to number 5, Abigail Bullock. Misses the three-point stroke. Bullock is hot and cold from the three-point line. She has stretches of strength from the three-point line, but then she can get a little cold, and that shot was a little chilly, so the Braves take over. Braves are content to slow things down, but they better get some offensive opportunity going because they're down by 13, and they have yet to show any sort of true strength offensively against the Patriots defense. Nice dribbling by Aaliyah Bell. Leah Bell kicks it over to Kelsey Adams. Adams to number 4, Courtney Smith. The shot clock is running low. Courtney Smith throws it up, and she beats the shot clock with that one. Good defense by the Patriots, but Courtney Smith throws up a quality short mid-range shot. She knocks it down, 29-18 Patriots. Bullock's thinking about kicking up another shot, but instead she moves it over to Brianna White. Nice job by White. Manning with the ball now, and Pembroke clearly has moved into a 2-3 zone defense. Nice job by Pembroke. They're going to try to make some sort of change to slow up the Patriots offense. Anaya Oliver throws up a three-point shot, and it almost looked like Kelsey Adams' knee kind of buckled when going for that rebound, so she couldn't get it, and instead her teammates do. They miss a shot, and now we're back on the Patriots side. Camille Manning with the ball. Kick it underneath to Lauren Taylor. This time Lauren Taylor is going to back it up. Great job by Lauren Taylor, and she does work against Diamond Frederick. Nice job by her with the turn and gun, and she knocks it down 31-18 Patriots. UNCP with the ball. Nice behind the back dribble. Aaliyah Bell. Nice handles by Aaliyah Bell, and we're going to call the foul. That's going to be a foul against Naomi Gilbert, and position was already had by the Patriots. So in that case, that was definitely a charging foul, and the Patriots are going to take over after this break. And you're watching the Francis Marion Patriot Network, and we're not going to take a break. Instead, with 1 minute to go, the Patriots have the ball, the chance to score at least one more time here, and Cameron Johnson with the ball has entered the game. Nice job by Cameron Johnson to dribble that ball around and find the open player. Gilmore now with the ball. Gilmore kind of throws one up. Not a very wise shot. She really forced it. That ball was blocked by Pembroke. Now Pembroke takes over with 42 seconds to go. Patriots have dominated this half. They actually had doubled up Pembroke 20-10 in the first quarter, but since then, Pembroke has done some nice work against the Patriots, slowing down the Patriots offense. And a three-point shot for Kelsey Adams goes down, just what UNCP needed, possibly to finish the quarter off with a three-point play on their side, with a three-point stroke on their side. Cameron Johnson handles the ball. 15 seconds to go. Patriots are going to be content to get the last shot here. If they get a good shot, they'll take it at any time. Sure enough, they do. And count that one by number 3, Jasmine May. That gives possession to Pembroke. Pembroke's going to drive the lane. And a great lay-in. Great job by number 12, Alcina Purnell. She knocks down the lay-in with time to spare, and that ball goes down. When we come back, we'll recap the first half. But in the meantime, you are listening and watching the Francis Marion Patriot Network.
Hi everybody, I'm John Sweeney, Francis Marion class of 2009. This university means a lot to me. The people that I met and the experiences I had here, I cherish to this day. Over the next couple of minutes, I want to take you on a tour of this university that means so much to me. I want to show you my university. The first thing I'll mention, and I imagine it's the first thing you'd notice, is that Francis Marion is a beautiful place. It's just outside the city of Florence, but the university is not in the city. It's in a rural setting. It's pretty, peaceful, and safe. FMU's main campus is carved out of some 400 acres of former farms and forests in a delightfully natural way. we're under a canopy of mature trees. Thousands of native plants were cultivated to form an attractive landscape that FMU students pass through every day. The campus is beautiful year-round, but the azaleas are particularly amazing in the spring. It's a beautiful place to visit, but it's an even better place to go to school. And you are here to go to school, to learn and grow as a person. That will happen here at FMU. Now, we have some terrific laboratory and classroom spaces. Come on, let's go take a look. This is Founders Hall, our main classroom building. I spent a lot of time here. McNair and Leatherman are home to the sciences. I didn't spend a lot of time here. Nope, not here either. Now this looks familiar. Welcome to the Hyman Fine Arts Building. A new Honors Center is currently under construction on campus, and in the past few years, FMU has built an impressive presence in downtown Florence. This new campus includes the FMU Performing Arts Center, the Carter Center for Health Sciences, University Place, and coming soon, the Leatherman Medical Complex. And in the near future, we'll begin work on a freshwater ecology lab not far from the main campus. We've even got planetariums and simulation labs. But academics here are about more than buildings. They're about community, about people. You form bonds with classmates and professors, and the classes are great. Our professors are experts in their fields, and they love to be in the classroom. You'll learn a lot about the major you choose. You'll hear more about that later. And you'll learn a lot about life. Francis Marion is an interesting place with a diverse student population. We have older students who are coming back to study for their second career, and lots of hardworking students with jobs both on and off campus, which means there are some commuters here. But many of our students live right here in our residence halls, which means we have a rich on-campus environment. The Forest Villas are modern apartments with nice amenities. But a lot of upperclassmen love the Village Apartments, Francis Marion's original student housing. They're conveniently located to campus, the outdoor pool is right next door, and they have recently been remodeled and upgraded. An assortment of eateries, snack bars, and coffee shops provide needed fuel. The Smith University Center, the largest building on campus, is a great place to hang out and blow off a little steam. Our 60-plus student organizations add to the mix by hosting a wide range of events throughout the year. Everything from FMU's Got Talent to the President's Bowl Quiz Tournament to First Friday and the annual student competitions at Arts International. Woo! It is a good thing they didn't have these when I was here. I wouldn't have ever left. Athletics plays an important role here at Francis Marion. We've got great facilities like Griffin Athletic Complex and lots of successful teams. FMU athletes have won 5 national championships in just 50 years, and we've produced dozens of legendary players. Our athletes come from across the country and around the globe. They add to the flavor of the student body. Athletes are always among our very best students. We think that's the way it should be. By the way, the very first game on this field pitted Francis Marion against the defending national champions from the University of South Carolina. Wonder who won that game? Oh yeah, I remember. Well, that's a quick look around campus. I didn't get a chance to show you everything, and we didn't talk about everything. Like this guy, our namesake, General Francis Marion. But hopefully I gave you an idea of what a wonderful place FMU is and how much it means to alumni like me. This place is special. It's my university. Maybe you'll make it yours.
And welcome back to Francis Marion University. This is the halftime update. Women's basketball, FMU has a 10-point lead, 33-23 over the Braves. Patriots knocked down a 2-pointer, but the Braves raced down the court and responded with a 2 with time expiring in the second quarter. Therefore, remains a 10-point lead for the Patriots. quick recap here. The name of the game has been shooting percentage from the floor for Pembroke, only 7 for 28, and for the Patriots, 14 for 34. And the lone bright spot for Pembroke shooting is 8 for 8 from the free throw stripe, and for the Patriots, 4 for 15 from three-point range. So neither team really doing very well from the three-point line. Individually, some quick highlights here. The leader for UNCP, that's no surprise, number 34, Gabby Smith. She was working hard down underneath. That's been a fun matchup to watch. She's been matching up against Lauren Taylor. Lauren Taylor for the Patriots is the Patriots scoring leader with 11 points, and between she and Gabby Smith, they have been battling hard underneath the rim. So I look forward to seeing how that matchup is going to shake up in the second half. Also, the Braves switched to a 2-3 zone, and that seemed to stymie the Patriots offense just a little bit. Patriots had doubled up the Braves in the first quarter, 20-10. Patriots only 13 points in the second quarter and 13 for the Braves. So the Braves and the Patriots even at 13 apiece in the second after the Patriots took a commanding 20-10 lead in the first quarter. So we're going to do a little bit more review here. 7 points for Scarlett Gilmore for the Patriots, and defensively, rebounding-wise, 5 defensive rebounds for Camille Manning, 1 offensive rebound. So Camille Manning, the rebounding leader, and not many free throws attempted for the Patriots. 1 for 2 is Scarlett Gilmore. 0 for 2 is Lauren Taylor. Highlights on the Pembroke side, rebounding, Adams with 3 rebounds, 4 for Gabby Smith, and for again, 10 points for Gabby Smith. After that, no other player has greater than 4 points, and 4 points is for Courtney Smith. So for Pembroke, they really need to find another scorer on their side of the ball. So we're going to come back with about 2 minutes to go before game time starts the third quarter. Thank you for joining us on the Patriot Sports Network, where the Patriots lead 33-23 at the half.
Let me paint you a picture. All of the graduates, all of the faculty, all of the administration, all of the Board of Trustees is decked out in their regalia. Their black robes, their hats, their gold tassels. It's just a most beautiful picture of a very formal kind of occasion. And here we march into the gymnasium, and the music is playing, and the gym is packed. And as we come in, and as you look up at all those people, you see families, huge families. You see not just mama and daddy and 2 brothers and a sister, but there's grandmama and granddaddy, there's the aunt and the uncle, they're the cousins, they're the next door neighbors. And you know why all those people are there? Because this is the very first one, the very first graduate. And I can guarantee you that when you go to that graduation, you leave with a tear in your eye, because it's so, so special.
The desire and the love to take care of people is something that you kind of have innate. You kind of just have that thing. But Francis Marion gave me the principles and they taught me the core values, they taught me leadership qualities, and they've just been foundational and offered a family that I can keep going back to. So even though my personal biological family didn't go to a university, and I didn't really get any experience, wisdom from them for that, I gained a family that could tell me all about college and even the afterlife of college by coming to Francis Marion. And I'm not sure you would have that with, other universities. Throughout the nurse practitioner program, you're already a nurse and you're a devoted nurse and you don't want to just quit. And that was another thing I specifically picked this program, was because I was able to look at the curriculum and know that I could work. I even asked a couple of the professors, one being Dr. Hopla, before I started the program, and even she told me, yes, you can still work while you do this. And I did. I worked 40 hours a week, 5 days a week. Sometimes it had to be six days a week to get my 40 hours in, and I still did the nurse practitioner program. It wasn't easy, but nothing worth having is easy. So, which the benefit of having classmates and professors that were both working and studying is, we would get worked up and worried about how would we ever do this. And then they would say, well, I can work these 2 12-hour shifts on the weekends and then have the week to study. Or a professor may say, well, you can get creative with your hours here. So you can tell that they've done this, that you can tell that they've gotten creative with their time as well. And then all of a sudden it doesn't feel like such a daunting task because, again, you gain wisdom from their experience.
Welcome back to the University Center at Francis Marion University, and thanks again for tuning in to the Patriot Sports Network for women's basketball. This is the swan song, the season finale for both the Francis Marion University Patriots and the UNC Pembroke Braves. The Patriots hold a commanding 33-23 lead here at halftime. Really, the name of the game has been field goal percentage for UNCP, shooting only 25% from the field, 7 for 28, whereas the Patriots are shooting 14 for 34, 41% from the field. A couple of quick updates for you. For one, in earlier action today in women's soccer, Francis Marion University defeated Georgia College 3-1 in Peach Belt soccer play. So congrats to the women's soccer squad for that. And a couple of updates for games coming up. The Patriots women's volleyball team kicks off their season, their volleyball season, which normally would be played in the fall, but due to COVID concerns is being played in the spring. They open against Lander at 6 p.m. here at the University Center. So that's FMU volleyball against the Lander Bearcats at 6. Patriot men and women's tennis teams play host to the University of Mount Olive on Friday at 2 o'clock at the Kasab Courts. That's at home. And then also FMU softball plays a doubleheader away. They are at North Greenville University this Wednesday at 2 p.m. But the next home twin bill for the Pats softball squad will be March 10th. That's at 4 o'clock against Spartan College. So we're getting ready to get started here. And as we kick things off, Pembroke has possession out on the floor. And that ball is inbounded. And Alcina Purnell now has the ball, and she's going to handle things to get things started for Pembroke. Pembroke wings that ball around. They're able to work that ball underneath to Gabby Smith. More of the Gabby Smith versus Lauren Taylor matchup. Gabby Smith gets the best of that one. Gabby Smith knocks down the 2 to start off the third quarter. Anaya Oliver kicks it over to Gilmore. Gilmore back to Taylor. Taylor to Oliver. Patriots are content to move the ball around. Jasmine Stanley works it to the rim. That ball does not go down, but she's going to get 2 shots, and that's going to be a foul against Pembroke's number 4, Courtney Smith. So an opportunity at 2 quick free throws for Jasmine Stanley, and Pembroke has already gotten things started with a bucket to start off the quarter. Nice start for Stanley. She knocks down the front end of her 2 free throws. It's important for the Patriots to start off strong in the second half. They have shown glimmers of strength in the first halves of many of these games, just to go a little bit flat in the second. So it's very, very important for the Patriots to get a strong start here in the second half. Jasmine Stanley missed the second of her free throw attempts, so only 1 goes down for her. Nice defense by the Patriots. Scarlett Gilmore struggles to bring that ball up. No problem. She gets a little help from her friend. In this case, her friend is Lauren Taylor. That ball is back in the hands of Gilmore. Gilmore crossover over to Medeiros, to Anaya Taylor, boy, that ball is moving pretty good, to Anaya Oliver. All 3 of those for Scarlett Gilmore. Nice job working the ball around the perimeter. Instead of working the ball down to Lauren Taylor, the Patriots kick it around, surprising UNCP. That ball never makes it underneath. That ball goes to Gilmore. Gilmore knocks down the tray. Patriots have a 12-point lead. And it's going to be a foul against number 4, Courtney Smith. Uncertain from my vantage point what exactly the foul was about, but the Patriots sure will take it. And entering the game for Pembroke is going to be Naomi Gilbert. So the Patriots take over after the foul against Courtney Smith. And here comes Anaya Oliver with possession. Oliver works her way down underneath. Now kick it back out on the perimeter. That ball's over to Jasmine May. Over to Gilmore. That ball goes off the foot of Oliver. Oliver picks up the dribble, but she's all right there. Oliver gets a little freedom. Knocks down the tray. All 3 of those for Anaya Oliver. Nice job by her. A little crossover dribble, and she throws one up. That crossover dribble created the space she needed for the open shot. A 15-point lead now for the Patriots. UNCP showing a little bit of desperation. And then the 3-point shot, nice job to answer by Alcina Purnell. Purnell really worked off her defender in the case of Oliver. Oliver lost her balance because Purnell made such a great move. And then Purnell knocks down the tray. They're waving off the shot. They're saying that the foul was on the floor. Kelsey Adams with the foul. So the Patriots will take over. Number 13, Anaya Oliver to inbound. Oliver having a hard time finding somebody, kicks it all the way out to Taylor. Nice job kicking that ball over to Gilmore, and Gilmore knocks down another 3. All 3 of those for Scarlett Gilmore. Great job by the Patriots working that ball around, and Pembroke's going to have to keep an eye on Gilmore. Gilmore went wide open. Boy, she is tough to beat from that 3-point arc. Lots of good work for the Patriots, working the way against Gabby Smith, but then a steal, and then another steal, a little bit of sloppy midcourt play. The Patriots do have the chance to take over. That's a little bit deflating for Pembroke, and you can see the head in the hands of John Haskins. He's a little disappointed at that possession. May with the shot, in and out. Nice try by the Patriots, May, but instead on the rebound, number 32, Lauren Taylor, gets called for the foul. Patriots have a 15-point lead.
For the Braves, number 32, Diamond Frederick.
Diamond Frederick into the game. The senior forward from Jamestown, New York, into the game, number 32 for Pembroke. Pembroke works the ball around. At the top of the key, as usual, Alcina Purnell. She knocks down another 3. So Purnell has been hot here in the second half. She's knocked down 2 3-pointers here in the here in the third quarter. Stanley creates a little bit of space, and then the foul is going to be against number 23 against the Pembroke Braves. That's Tiara Williams, and I think Pembroke's got a point there. The Patriots, Stanley, really used a little bit of elbow to create a little space, but she did put a little pressure on Tiara Williams. Instead, the foul against Williams. Count the first free throw for Jasmine Stanley. Nice job by Stanley to knock down that one. 45-31 Patriots. And up with the ball is Aaliyah Bell. Aaliyah Bell passes the ball to Tiara Williams. Tiara Williams wasn't really paying attention, nearly lost possession of that ball off the pass. Good pass by number 10, Aaliyah Bell. I've been impressed with Aaliyah Bell's ball handling skill and decision making on the floor for the most part today for Pembroke. Anaya Oliver takes the ball, and she's going to bring that ball up after the turnover from Pembroke. Gilmore with the ball. Gilmore's going to throw up that three. All three of those. A hot shooting Scarlett Gilmore with 3 3-pointers here in the third quarter. We're only 4 minutes in. Timeout by UNC Pembroke. When we come back, the Patriots hold a 17-point lead at 48-31.
The Swan Fox Club is the fundraising arm of the Francis Marion University Athletic Department, and it supplies assistance to all 14 intercollegiate sports. On behalf of the student athletes at Francis Marion, I would like to thank all those who are members of the Swan Fox Club for their support.
Thank you.
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 And we're back with Patriots action here at the University Center, here at Francis Marion University. The hot shooting Scarlett Gilmore has knocked down her third three-point stroke here only in the third quarter. Patriots have a 17-point lead, 48-31. Couple of updates here. The Patriot baseball team will be at home tomorrow at 6 p.m. against Barton College, and FMU hosts Claflin University for a 3-game series this upcoming weekend. Patriot Nation, be proud and wear red, white, and blue. Support your Patriots and visit the Francis Marion Patriots online store at www.fmupatriotsshop.com to get all your Patriot gear. Back in action, UNCP with the ball. They're content to move that ball around and pass it around. An errant shot by Pembroke's number 1, Naomi Gilbert, but nice rebound by the Pembroke Braves. And then, of course, I'm not surprised, Aaliyah Bell throws up the three-pointer, and she actually knocks it down. It's going to take some three-pointers for Pembroke to get back into the game. A miss by Gilmore, and an immediate response with the offensive rebound and the putback for Lauren Taylor. Nice job with the 2 points for Taylor, a 16-point lead for the Pats. Diamond Frederick handles the ball from the top of the paint, or from the top of the three-point arc. Don't expect her to handle the ball too much from back there. Slip that ball down underneath to Diamond Frederick. Frederick tries to go to the rim, well defended by both Lauren Taylor and Jasmine Stanley, who takes down the rebound. Down underneath to Lauren Taylor. Lauren Taylor's having her way underneath. She just barely misses, but she's clearly creating space, and Pembroke has yet to come up with an answer to slow her down. The only answer they've had is Gabby Smith, but Gabby Smith is not out on the floor right now. Gabby Smith is probably resting up to put a little pressure on Lauren Taylor a little later on in this game. Another three-point shot from Alcina Purnell, but there's a miss, and the Patriots take over. Now, I like the patience by number 13, Anaya Oliver. She could have chucked up a three-point shot, but instead she's willing to wait for a better shot. Patriots have a 16-point lead. There's no need to rush the shots when they're getting their way wherever they want to. Nice block by Pembroke. Jasmine Stanley was going up and hard to the rim, but a good block by the Pembroke Braves. There's a steal by the Patriots. Great steal by the Pats. Anaya Oliver was in a really, really tight passing lane underneath. Blocking foul is going to be against number 10 here. That's going to be Aaliyah Bell with the foul. That foul's on the floor, but it is the 5th foul against Pembroke. So when we come back, the Patriots are going to inbound the ball here with 3:58 to go in the third quarter. Can't thank you enough for joining us on the Patriot Sports Network on a Monday evening. This is the finale for women's basketball. This is the Francis Marion University Patriots against the University of North Carolina Pembroke Braves. Patriots hold a 50-34 lead here with 3:58 to go in the third quarter. For the Patriots, looking very, very strong individually and leading the way offensively by far is Scarlett Gilmore. Scarlett Gilmore got hot in the third quarter, knocking down 3 3-pointers within about 2 minutes of actual basketball clock time. So in that situation, boy, when Scarlett Gilmore gets hot, boy, it's hard to stop her. She had a run of 3 3-pointers in a row late in the Flagler game on Saturday. And instead, we're actually going to get what I thought was the case with 5 fouls. This is going to be a shooting foul. That's why Scarlett Gilmore is standing there at the line. Medeiros was preparing to put the ball in. However, with 5 fouls, of course, this is a shooting opportunity for Scarlett Gilmore. And a little bit of an explanation from the Zebras to number 21, Jaden Gladden over at UNCP. They're just discussing that, hey, you know what, there was just a little bit of a mistake there. It is, in fact, 2 free throws. Scarlett Gilmore knocks down the front end. Gilmore has been hot this quarter. That's her 10th point of the quarter. That includes 3 3-point strokes plus that free throw right there. And there's still more to come. Gilmore makes the second. So Patriots open up an 18-point lead. Now we're going to get some full court pressure, or at least some full man pressure by the Patriots here to just slow up Pembroke's attempt to get to the half-court offense. Nice job. That pulls Gabby Smith away from her normal confines underneath the rim. Gabby Smith has been strong underneath for the Pembroke faithful, but now she's going to try to drive the lane and get back to her familiar spot on the post. She does so successfully. Nice attempt at the block from Brianna White, but when she blocked, she got a little bit of ball and a little bit of hand, and clearly that's going to be a foul against Brianna White. And that's going to be a shooting foul. Gabby Smith has been strong today, as has been UNC Pembroke across the board. UNCP is 8 for 8 from the line, and that's the first miss from UNCP from the charity stripe. We're 3:33 into the third quarter, and that was actually the first miss by Pembroke at the line. So Gabby Smith will try to start another free throw streak. She does just that, knocks down the second of her 2 free throw shots, and Simmons is going to bring up the ball, number 11, the energy bunny for the Patriots. And she has always brought energy when she has come out on the floor. She can be a little bit streaky with the ball, but she does bring the energy, and she brings some great defense as well. Medeiros slips it underneath, but that pass isn't handled properly by Lauren Taylor. Pembroke takes over. A little bit of a juggle step underneath, and we're going to get a foul against Brianna White. And Brianna White had really boxed out number 12, Alcina Purnell. Purnell had nowhere to go, but the only problem is Brianna White was moving her feet, so unfortunately that's going to be a foul against White. Perfect inbound to Gabby Smith. Gabby Smith gets blocked by Gilmore. Nice job by Gilmore to block Gabby Smith, working her way underneath. And kind of a rare block by Gilmore. Gilmore looks at the 3, thinks about it, gives a little chuckle, then gives it up. She knows she can knock it down. Nice work underneath by Medeiros, but she can't quite get that ball to fall. Patriots take over, or the Braves take over, pardon me. Alcina Purnell with the ball. She slips it underneath to 21, Jaden Gladden. Gladden's going to take a very contested shot. Gladden takes a very contested shot, and instead the Patriots take over. That's going to be traveling against the Patriots. And here comes UNCP. UNCP is going to have to get something going with down by 17 with 2:22 to go in the third quarter. And lots of threes up on the board. The third foul for FMU. Player number 33 got the foul. That's her third foul. We're in the third quarter. Got to play that lottery, use the number 3 today. So anyway, back in action. Pembroke finally gets that ball underneath. Lots of action underneath. And Gabby Smith flexes in frustration. She finally gets that ball to go down. She had been defensed nicely underneath by Lauren Taylor and also at times by Jasmine Stanley, but that time she uses her strength to get that ball up and in. She also earns the free throw. She misses the free throw, so missing the and one, and the Patriots are back at it. Simmons with the ball is content to slow things down in between the circles. She gets the ball to Gilmore. UNCP is starting to defend Gilmore a lot more now, and that defense against Gilmore is very, very strong, and that in part because she's so hot from that three-point area. The foul is against Aaliyah Bell. Aaliyah Bell was all over the Patriots' Gilmore, and with good reason. Gilmore has been really, really strong from the floor. So some good defense by Aaliyah Bell, but that's going to put Gilmore at the line. 52-37 Patriots. Gilmore looking to extend the lead. That ball rims in and out. Still a 15-point lead. We're inside of 2 minutes in the third quarter. Gilmore will try again. This will be her second attempt. Good on Gilmore. She knocks that second one down, and here comes Pembroke. A little bit of man defense here to force Pembroke to be focused when bringing that ball up. Alcina Purnell handles the ball wisely and gets that ball to half court. No problems for her. Gabby Smith showed the three-point shot, but that's clearly not her shot. Good steal by Lauren Taylor. She slips it over to Brianna White, and Gilmore thinks about it, but with her toe on the three-point line, she knows that that shot would only benefit her to the score of 2 points, so she's going to wait for a better stroke than that one. Simmons is content to cross over, and then she gets inside. That ball is snapped over to Taylor. Taylor knocks down the three. All three of those for Lauren Taylor. Nice job by her. That's her second three-point shot of the game. Lauren Taylor does damage from underneath, defending Gabby Smith, scoring at will from the post, and then she knocks down that three-point shot. Nice job by her. Gilmore brings the ball up, snaps that ball to White, over to Simmons. Patriots slow things down a little bit. Simmons with a little bit of a crossover, kind of an errant stroke by Simmons. She kind of throws one up there, air ball by Simmons. The Braves take over. Alcina Purnell is handling the ball, doing a very good job at it. And we're going to get a foul call, kind of a touch foul away from the ball. That's Brianna White, number 33, with the foul. That's kind of a tough call, but there was hand contact, and a hand check is illegal. So therefore, that's where that call comes from. That foul is against number 33, Brianna White. So going to the line is number 21, Jaden Gladden. She'll get 2 shots. Gladden's first stroke is hard off the back iron. That ball bounces out. She'll have a chance at her second. She misses the second. Rebound by Taylor. Nice job by Taylor. To White, to Simmons. I like that outlet there. Now there's some crisp ball movement by the Patriots, bringing it up. I like Simmons. Simmons very smart there to slow things down. 20 seconds to go in the quarter. 19 on the shot clock, or 16 on the shot clock, so only a couple of seconds difference on that shot clock. Gilmore gets the shot. Boy, that looked good from here. Hard off the iron and back. Some nice pressure defense from Medeiros. Nice job by Medeiros. And they're going to call a foul against, looks like, let's see what that call is. That's a foul against Adams, and so not what Pembroke wanted. Pembroke was driving and trying to get a score. Pembroke down by 19, but the foul from Kelsey Adams results in Medeiros getting the opportunity for 2 strokes here. Medeiros makes good on the first, and the Patriots have a 20-point lead with 5 seconds to go in the quarter. Medeiros misses on the second. Only 5 seconds to get the ball down and get a shot. The Braves are working for a shot a little bit late. And that shot would not have counted. even if it had gone down, Alcina Purnell was a little late to get that ball down. 20-point lead here with 1 quarter to go. You are watching the Patriot Sports Network.
The Swamp Fox Club is a fundraising arm of the Francis Marion University Athletic Department, and it supplies assistance to all 14 intercollegiate sports. On behalf of the student athletes at Francis Marion, I would like to thank all those who are members of the Swamp Fox Club for their support.
Thank you.
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 Patriots hold a commanding 57-37 lead over the UNC Pembroke Braves as we get set to begin the 4th quarter. Keep up with all Patriot sports action online at www.fmupatriots.com and through social media at FMU Sports. On social media posts, FMU fans are encouraged to use the hashtag Swamp'em. And you can support FMU athletics by joining the Swamp Fox Club. For more information, visit our website at www.fmupatriots.com or call 843-661-1240. So we're back in action with just 10 minutes to go. Patriots have possession and a 20-point lead. Jasmine Stanley kicks it out to Bullock. Out to Johnson, then to Bullock. Medeiros with the elbow jumper. Stanley with the rebound. And Stanley can't quite knock it down, but Stanley's going to get 2 free throw strokes out of this one.
That is on the Braves, number 23.
And that foul's against Tiara Williams. That's her 4th foul of the game.
Number 21, Jaden Gladden.
So Jaden Gladden will re-enter the game.
For the Patriots, number 20, Jasmine Stanley.
Jasmine Stanley to the line. Stanley knocks down the first. And this is the Patriots' greatest lead of the game at 21 points. We're only 19 seconds into the 4th quarter. Stanley makes the second, so she drains both of her charity free throws. And now Pembroke has to find a way to score 21 unanswered or somehow try to close in on this 21-point lead. A team like Pembroke here is not thinking that they need to get all 21 points in 5 minutes. They've probably got a few goals in mind, like get it down to within 10 with 4 to go or something like that. If they're thinking that they're going to get them all back in 2 or 3 minutes, that's just going to be too much to cover. So Pembroke did knock down a score on their last possession a moment ago. Medeiros mishandles the ball underneath for the Patriots, and Pembroke returns with possession. Kick it out to Pembroke's number 4. Number 4 misses it. But now that ball is kicked back inside. Nice work by number 32, Diamond Fedrick. And Fedrick knocks it down, so 4 points really quick out of the quarter for Pembroke. Patriots knock down 2 free throws as well. Patriots are content to move that ball around. Ball to Jasmine Stanley. Stanley puts her elbow down. Very physical move there, but Jaden Gladden did not have position, so Gladden goes down in a heap. She takes the worst of it, and Jasmine Stanley gets 2 free throws. Stanley at the line again. She just knocked down 2 a moment ago. And that one rims out. Patriots normally good with their 3-point shooting. With their free throw shooting, they have been at the top or near the top of the Peach Belt all season in free throw percentage. They went a little cold against Flagler, and today, with my conversation there, Stanley just missed 2. Bullock passes up the 3-point shot, but then she gets her own rebound when taking it to the rim. And how about Lauren Stanley knocking down another 3? Or, pardon me, Lauren Taylor knocking down another 3. All 3 of those for Lauren Taylor. Patriots go back to a 21-point lead, 62-41 with 8 minutes to go. We're going to call a reach-in foul That's going to be against number 32,
Fouls on the Patriots.
Lauren Taylor.
2, Lauren Taylor.
And Lauren Taylor's been working super duper hard underneath, and with that comes a few personal fouls. So for her, we have a count for you in a moment on her personal fouls. Lauren Taylor actually has 3 tallied, scratch that, make that 4 personal fouls so far for Lauren Taylor out on the floor. The Patriots need Lauren Taylor out on the floor because the physical strength of Pembroke is very, very evident underneath the rim, not only with Jaden Gladden, but also Gabby Smith and the lay-in that we just saw a moment ago. Too much on the Madeiras 3-point attempt. That ball goes on the air ball on the long side. Very rare to get an air ball that goes long, but a travel against Pembroke, and the Patriots are back in action.
33, Brianna White.
Brianna White on the floor, and also coming into the game, number 10, Camille Manning. So Manning's going to inbound to Cameron Johnson, the senior from Fort Washington, Maryland. Johnson works it all the way inside, kicks it out to Bullock. Bullock with the miss on the 3-point shot, but nice rebound by Jasmine Stanley. Stanley to the rim. Stanley knocks it down. Nice job for Stanley to corral the rebound, then work her way down the baseline and knock down that 2-pointer. Nice job by Stanley. Things were getting a little bit cold from the field for the Patriots, so nice job by Stanley to get that job done. Stanley with the steal, and the Patriots are back in action again. Patriots with a 21-point lead. Cameron Johnson with the ball, calmly brings that ball up. Camille Manning with the ball. Over to Brianna White. To Johnson. Johnson with a shake and bake. Nice job by Johnson. Jasmine Stanley works her way up to the rim. Jasmine Stanley with another one. Jasmine Stanley having her way in the paint so far in this quarter. Patriots lead 66-43. Nice dribble drive by Pembroke, but they bring the ball back out. Another rebound by Jasmine Stanley. You're hearing Jasmine Stanley's name called a lot over the last 2 or 3 minutes. She's been all over the ball, defensively, offensively as well. Nice job by Stanley out there. Camille Manning drives to the paint. Camille Manning with 2 points. Nice job by Camille Manning to knock it down. Those are Manning's first 2 points of the game. And Pembroke's going to be content to bring 3 new players out onto the floor. And these are 3 of the starters that they had out on the floor before. And we have a media timeout with 6:07 to go. The Patriots lead by 25. Can't thank you folks enough for joining us on the Patriot Sports Network. Patriots are in command. They are in the driver's seat with a 68-43 lead here with 6:07 to go in the fourth quarter. Things looking very good for the Patriots so far. Remember, you can support FMU athletics by joining the Swamp Fox Club. For more info, visit our website at www.fmupatriots.com or call 843-661-1240. So Pembroke's going to inbound the ball to Aaliyah Bell. Aaliyah Bell with quick moves. She quickly slashes down underneath the rim. Some rebound work by Jasmine Stanley. Jasmine Stanley, in the attempt to make the rebound, she knocks that ball out of bounds. Good job by Stanley on defense. But Pembroke takes over underneath the rim, working to inbound. Kelsey Adams with the ball. She's going to work to inbound. And we got a foul. That's a unique foul against Cameron Johnson, so they're going to call Cameron Johnson with some physical play. And that's kind of the way it goes, kind of some strange calls here and there today. For the most part, a very well-called game.
By 34,
Gabby Smith knocks down the two-pointer. Things had been very, very cold by Pembroke, but Pembroke finally gets Gabby Smith freed up underneath. She knocks down the shot. Good quality steal opportunity by number 21, Jaden Gladden. Very, very engaged. We're going to get the three-point shot from Bullock, which goes awry, but another rebound by the Patriots. That ball over to Bullock. Bullock kicks it back to Johnson. Johnson to Bullock. Bullock gave one look to Stanley and then decided to go the other way. That's to Camille Manning. 6 seconds on the shot clock. And the shot by Brianna White goes awry, but another rebound by the Patriots, and the Patriots take over. They're going to take every bit of air out of this ball as best they can. Nice job by Cameron Johnson to command the offense for the Patriots so far here in the fourth. Camille Manning with a nice quick move to the rim. Can't quite make the mid-range jumper on the baseline, so instead Pembroke takes over. Pembroke is trying very hard to get the ball underneath. They do to Gabby Smith. Gabby Smith works that ball up off the rim, doesn't quite knock it down. Here comes Camille Manning with the rebound, and she brings it all the way up, decides to kick it back to White. White around the corner to Bullock, working that ball around the three-point perimeter. Patriots have yet to move that ball inside the perimeter so far on this possession. Just working that ball around. Cameron Johnson then drives to Manning. Manning forces that shot up. Manning gets fouled. So Manning takes the shot, I would say, about elbow/free throw range. That ball rims out. Kelsey Adams with the foul. Manning's going to get 2 free throws on the floor. Malia Owens is going to come into the game. That is the freshman guard for the Patriots. And for Pembroke, we have a new entry. We'll get her in just a moment. Entering the game is Kelly Luck. That's the freshman from Jacksonville, North Carolina, entering the game for the Pembroke Braves. Manning missed kind of a rough free throw shot. She kind of gave that a funky look like, man, I don't know how that ball went up that bad. She missed the second one, but she really did not like the first one. Patriots still lead by 23. Pembroke with good ball movement, but they've really struggled from the field. About the only strength has been Gabby Smith, who has had her way most of the time, and she has her way there. She works that ball down underneath, and Gabby Smith is having great success with Lauren Taylor off the court. Lauren Taylor has proven she can defend Gabby Smith, but none of the other Patriots have really been able to slow her down. Good job by Gabby Smith for Pembroke. And it's going to be a foul against Camille Manning again on that rebound. And Camille Manning's not too happy about that. She had some words while going back down on defense, and she's probably got to watch it here. She doesn't want to get teed up. That's not how to finish your career as a Patriot. Aaliyah Bell handles the ball. Some nice handles by Aaliyah Bell. She kicks that ball around. Now down underneath. Guess who? Gabby Smith. Gabby Smith kicks it back out. Back to Gabby Smith. Nice job for the denial by the Patriots. The Patriots deny Gabby Smith any comfort down underneath. But then the freshman, Kelly Luck, knocks down the shot from the baseline. The entire bench is absolutely pumped for Kelly Luck. Nice job. Very, very exciting, obviously, for Kelly Luck to knock that down. And that is only Kelly Luck's second bucket of the season. So, of course, they're pumped for Kelly Luck. And she's going to get the and one opportunity here, too. So, good on Kelly Luck to knock down that baseline chase. She makes the three. She knocks it down. She's excited that her teammates are so excited for her. You can see her smiling from ear to ear down the court. But she can only smile so much. The Patriots lead by 18. Camille Manning to the rim. Camille Manning knocks it down. Camille Manning is strong. She knocks that down, and she gets the and one. Good on Camille Manning to get on the scoreboard.
Checking in for the Braves, number 24, Hannah Russell.
Hannah Russell, a newcomer to this game, the freshman from Burlington, North Carolina, is going to come on at 6'2". She's going to hope to be the defender that can slow down Jasmine Stanley offensively. Camille Manning knocks down the the free throw, so she gets the and one to go. Patriots have a 21-point lead. Nice pick out up at the top. Hannah Russell on the pick. Nice steal by Medeiros. Medeiros goes with the lay-in. Nice job by Medeiros. She takes the steal and then works the way down to the rim and makes no mistake. Nice lay-in by Camille. 2:38 to go in this game. Pembroke tries to slip that ball to Hannah Russell. Hannah Russell cannot corral it. Raven Medeiros knocks down the mid-range J. Nice job by Raven. And the Patriot faithful are saying to Camille to do it again. They like what they see. They want to see more of it. We're nearing 2:10 to go in this ball game. Yeah, and definitely a strong foul. That's a big foul for Kelly Luck. Kelly Luck really, really roughed up Cameron Johnson on that one. She used her elbows to knock her down. And Cameron Johnson, the official is looking to see if Cameron Johnson is okay. And even checking to see if there's blood. If there's blood, we'd call that would be a flagrant foul. Instead, possession for the Patriots. Cameron Johnson says she's all right. She's a tough one. And you know Cameron Johnson's not going out like that with her senior year. Slip that ball underneath to Jasmine Stanley. Back to Manning. Manning handles the ball. Nice job by Manning. Kick it over to Medeiros. Medeiros to Johnson. Medeiros with the shot. Rims out. Nice hustle by Jasmine Stanley. Medeiros follows. And the finish. Stanley made the fantastic save. Hey, that's an ESPN exclusive right there. Kicks it out. That ball goes into the middle. Camille Manning knocks down the lay-in. Fantastic job by all, especially Jasmine Stanley to make that save. And the Braves have the ball. And they're still working here. They just can't seem to get a shot to go. Nice stroke by number 10, Aaliyah Bell. She gets a three-point shot, and that's a quality score for UNCP with 1 minute to go in this ball game. Cameron Johnson with the ball. Cameron Johnson's working hard against number 10, Aaliyah Bell. Kick it out to Manning. Back to Medeiros. Medeiros to Manning. Underneath to Stanley. Stanley knocks down the two-pointer. Nice job by Stanley. Patriots are having their way offensively against the UNC Pembroke Braves. 79-53 with 35 seconds to go in this ball game. Nice shake and bake from Elsenia Purnell. She shakes it around. She moves it. She works underneath around Stanley, and she knocks it down. She and Stanley are giving eyes at each other, and Elsenia Purnell got the best of her in that battle, but Patriots are definitely going to win the war tonight. Cameron Johnson more than happy to slow things down and take the air out of the ball. The shot clock is virtually off. Get an air ball shot by the Patriots, and that was number 22, Malia Owens with the miss there. Really not the best choice there, but I think the Patriots are hoping that she could get something to go. She hasn't had a whole lot of opportunity in the ball game so far, so for her to get an opportunity, I think the Patriots were really hoping that would go down. And in the meantime, a foul against Pembroke. That's going to be another chance for Camille Manning at the line. Camille Manning with 5 points on the game. 2 free throw attempts with 8.5 to go in the game. And she misses the front end. And with 8.5 to go, she's going to get one more shot at it from the free throw line. She knocks that one down. She had been cold from the charity stripe, but she makes that one work. One last shot attempt for Pembroke. And the glass, and number 10, Aaliyah Bell with the three-point shot. I'm quite certain I saw her whisper glass. I know she called it. She knocks down the tray. And the Patriots finish off their season with a victory over UNCP, 80-58. In fact, the Patriots' 2 lone victories of the season were against the UNC Pembroke Braves. So the Patriots victorious 80-58. They conclude their season at 2-11, 2-10 in the conference. and UNCP concludes at 3-11 and 2-11 in the conference. Let's give you a little bit of a recap here on the game, and the score really tells you the story. The Patriots 80-58, a dominant performance. They took that 20-point lead into the third quarter, really on the back of Scarlett Gilmore, who knocked down 3 3-point shots over the course of about 2 minutes in the third quarter to really put this game away, or actually really just kind of salt that game away against Pembroke. Well, Pembroke was cold from the field early on, but they did edge their field goal percentage up to 38.9 to the Patriots' 43.9. 3-pointers, 10 for the Pats, 6 for the Braves. Let's talk a little bit about some individual scoring here. About the only player that was really super duper hot from the field, Gabby Smith. She had a great physical matchup going against the Patriots' number 32, Lauren Taylor. That was a battle that was really fun to watch all game. Gabby Smith with 19 points on the game. Behind her was Aaliyah Bell with 11 points. And then, Alcina Purnell with 10 points. But the three-pointer at the buzzer for Bell took her to 11 points on the game. Rebounding, 5 for Adams, 8 for Gabby Smith, leading the way for Pembroke. And as for the Patriots, scoring was Scarlett Gilmore with 19 points, Lauren Taylor in that strong physical under the rim matchup with 19 points, but she also followed that up with some nice three-point shooting. She was 3 for 4 from the three-point arc, and for her, an excellent game rebounding. She had 8 rebounds, and Camille Manning with 10 rebounds to go along with her 6 points. So Scarlett Gilmore, Lauren Taylor, 19 points each, 15 for Jasmine Stanley, 11 for Raven Medeiros. All in all, a great outing for the Patriots to finish their season, and we are so thankful that you joined us for basketball all year. Please be reminded that there are matchups and games all throughout the spring. Men's soccer, women's soccer, and volleyball are playing their normally scheduled fall schedules and abbreviated schedule for each of them in the spring, along with the natural spring sports, which would be baseball and softball, and also track going on this spring. So thanks again for joining us, and we're going to sign off on the Patriot Sports Network, and we hope to see you if the season happens, which we hope it will. We hope to see you this coming fall for a full slate of sports and the winter season of basketball when we return, and the Patriots will return in Conference Carolinas. So thanks again for joining us. The final score, Patriots 80, Pembroke Braves 58. Thanks again for watching the Patriot Sports Network. Have a great evening.
Hi everybody, I'm John Sweeney, Francis Marion class of 2009. This university means a lot to me. The people that I met and the experiences I had here, I cherish to this day. Over the next couple of minutes, I want to take you on a tour of this university that means so much to me. I want to show you my university. The first thing I'll mention, and I imagine it's the first thing you'd notice, is that Francis Marion is a beautiful place. It's just outside the city of Florence, but the university is not in the city. It's in a rural setting. It's pretty, peaceful, and safe. FMU's main campus is carved out of some 400 acres of former farms and forests in a delightfully natural way. We're under a canopy of mature trees. Thousands of native plants were cultivated to form an attractive landscape that FMU students pass through every day. The campus is beautiful year-round, but the azaleas are particularly amazing in the spring. It's a beautiful place to visit, but it's an even better place to go to school. And you are here to go to school, to learn, and grow as a person. That will happen here at FMU. Now, we have some terrific laboratory, and classroom spaces. Come on, let's go take a look. This is Founders Hall, our main classroom building. I spent a lot of time here. McNair and Leatherman are home to the sciences. I didn't spend a lot of time here. Nope, not here either. Now this looks familiar. Welcome to the Hyman Fine Arts Building. A new Honors Center is currently under construction on campus, and in the past few years, FMU has built an impressive presence in downtown Florence. This new campus includes the FMU Performing Arts Center, the Carter Center for Health Sciences, University Place, and coming soon, the Leatherman Medical Complex. And in the near future, we'll begin work on a freshwater ecology lab, not far from the main campus. We've even got planetariums and simulation labs. But academics here are about more than buildings. They're about community, about people. You form bonds with classmates and professors, and the classes are great. Our professors are experts in their fields, and they love to be in the classroom. You'll learn a lot about the major you choose. You'll hear more about that later. And you'll learn a lot about life. Francis Marion is an interesting place with a diverse student population. We have older students who are coming back to study for their second career, and lots of hardworking students with jobs both on and off campus, which means there are some commuters here. But many of our students live right here in our residence halls, which means we have a rich on-campus environment. The Forest Villas are modern apartments with nice amenities. But a lot of upperclassmen love the Village Apartments, Francis Marion's original student housing. They're conveniently located to campus, the outdoor pool is right next door, and they have recently been remodeled and upgraded. An assortment of eateries, snack bars, and coffee shops provide needed fuel. The Smith University Center, the largest building on campus, is a great place to hang out and blow off a little steam. Our 60-plus student organizations add to the mix by hosting a wide range of events throughout the year. Everything from FMU's Got Talent to the President's Bowl Quiz Tournament to First Friday and the annual student competitions at Arts International. It is a good thing they didn't have these when I was here. I wouldn't have ever left. Athletics plays an important role here at Francis Marion. We've got great facilities like Griffin Athletic Complex and lots of successful teams. FMU athletes have won 5 national championships in just 50 years, and we've produced dozens of legendary players. Our athletes come from across the country and around the globe. They add to the flavor of the student body. Athletes are always among our very best students. We think that's the way it should be. By the way, the very first game on this field pitted Francis Marion against the defending national champions from the University of South Carolina. I wonder who won that game. Oh yeah, I remember. Well, that's a quick look around campus. I didn't get a chance to show you everything, and we didn't talk about everything. Like this guy, our namesake, General Francis Marion. But hopefully I gave you an idea of what a wonderful place FMU is and how much it means to alumni like me. This place is special. It's my university. Maybe you'll make it yours.
The desire and the love to take care of people is something that you kind of have innate. You kind of just have that thing. But Francis Marion gave me the principles, and they taught me the core values. They taught me leadership qualities, and they've just been foundational and offered a family that I can keep going back to. So even though my personal biological family didn't go to a university, and I didn't really get any experience, wisdom from them for that, I gained a family that could tell me all about college and even the afterlife of college by coming to Francis Marion. And I'm not sure you would have that with, other universities. throughout the nurse practitioner program, you're already a nurse and you're a devoted nurse and you don't want to just quit. And that was another thing I specifically picked this program, was because I was able to look at the curriculum and know that I could work. I even asked a couple of the professors, one being Dr. Hopla, before I started the program, and even she told me, yes, you can still work while you do this. And I did. I worked 40 hours a week, 5 days a week. Sometimes it had to be six days a week to get my 40 hours in, and I still did the nurse practitioner program. It wasn't easy, but nothing worth having is easy. Which the benefit of having classmates and professors that were both working and studying is, we would get worked up and worried about how would we ever do this. And then they would say, well, I can work these 2 12-hour shifts on the weekends and then have the week to study. Or a professor may say, well, you can get creative with your hours here. So you can tell that they've done this, that you can tell that they've gotten creative with their time as well. And then all of a sudden it doesn't feel like such a daunting task because, again, you gain wisdom from their experience.